Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As told in my earlier video, this video I am doing especially for numerical problems related to Bernoulli's theorem. So, in my earlier video, I have explained you regarding what is Bernoulli's theorem, what are the assumptions, how to derive Bernoulli's theorem for ideal fluid and real fluid. Okay, now let's solve some problems related to this. So, see the first question. The water is flowing through a pipe having diameters 20 cm and 10 cm at sections 1 and 2 respectively. The rate of flow through the pipe is 35 liter per second. The section 1 is 6 meters above datum and section 2 is 4 meters above datum. If pressure at section 1 is 39.24 Newton per centimeter square, find the intensity of pressure at section 2. Right. So this is something related to Bernoulli's equation for an ideal fluid. Why? Because here nothing related to head loss is given. Hence, let's consider Bernoulli's equation only for ideal fluids. Before going to the actual equation, now let's put up the given data. So see at section 1, what is given at section 1? Diameter at section 1 is given. So let d1 is 20 centimeters, which is 0.2 meters. Next, Q is common, 35 liter per second. Section 1 is 6 meter above the datum, means datum head is given as 6 meter, so which is Z1. Next, pressure at section 1 is given P1, which is 39.24 Newton per centimeter square. So this is 39.24 Newton per centimeter square, but it should be converted into Newton per meter square. Why? Because others are all in meters. So to convert Newton per centimeter square into Newton per meter square, just multiply with 10 power 4. And once you know the value of D1, calculate A1. A1 is pi by 4 D1 square. So this is the area. Similarly, let's write the given data at section 2 also. So D2 is 10 centimeters, which is 0.1 meters. A2 is pi by 4 of 0.1, which is this much. And Z2 is given as 4 meters. He's asking what is the pressure intensity at section 2, means we want the value of P2. Given for his common data discharge Q is 35 liter per second, means it is 35 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube per second. Why? Because 1 meter cube is 1000 liters. So obviously 1 liter will be 10 power minus 3 meter cube. So into 10 power minus 3. Now, before putting up the Bernoulli's equation, we should apply first continuity equation. Okay, so what is continuity equation at two sections? A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2, which is nothing but Q. So first let me take the formula of Q equal to A1 V1. So what will be V1 from here? This A1 will go this side, Q by A1. So V1 is equal to, what is Q1? 35 into 10 power minus 3 by A1 is 0.0314, which we did pi by 4 d1 square. So I got V1 as 1.114 meter per second. Similarly, let me take the formula of Q equal to A2 V2. So from here, what is V2 equal to? Q by A2. Again, substitute the values of Q and A2, you'll get V2. Once you are done with V1 and V2, now we'll apply Bernoulli's equation at section 1 and 2. So P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2. So substitute all the formulas, all the values. So this is P1 by rho into g, 1000 into 9.81, or directly you can put 9810 plus V1 square by 2 into 9.81 plus Z1 is equal to P2 we don't know, by 1000 into 9.81 plus V2 square by 2 into 9.81 plus 4. Just simplify, you'll get the value of P2 as how much we got? 41.051 into 9810 we got. Whatever value you are getting here, P2 will be Newton per meter square. But remember, in our given data, the pressure intensity at section 1 is given in Newton per centimeter square. Hence, our P2 also should be in Newton per centimeter square. So just divide by 10 power 4. See, if you want to convert from Newton per centimeter square to Newton per meter square, you have to multiply into 10 power 4. When you're doing the reverse, you are converting meter square to centimeter square. So just divide by 10 power 4. So P2 will be 40.27 Newton per centimeter square. Okay, if you want to have a clarity of how this 10 power 4 came, I'm just writing it here. You can see, say we have 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, correct? So from here, 1 meter square means, just try to do squaring on both sides. So what will be 1 meter square equal to 10 power 4 centimeter square? Clear? So now when we are talking about Newton per centimeter square, this is equal to Newton per, what will be 1 centimeter square from here? This 10 power 4 will go this side. So it will be 10 power minus 4 meter square. So in the place of, so from here 1 centimeter square will be 10 power minus 4 meter square. Okay, this will go this side. So in the place of centimeter square, you need to substitute 10 power minus 4 meter square. So in the place of centimeter square, substitute 10 power minus 4 meter square. So this can be written as Newton per meter square. 10 power minus 4 will go up means into 10 power 4. That's the reason when we are converting from Newton per centimeter square to Newton per meter square, we are multiplying with 10 power 4. When you are doing the reverse, you just divide it. Okay, this is how you need to do. So this is the very first model of Bernoulli's equation, where all the given data will be given, only P2 will be missing. Okay. Alright, let's see the second model of problem. Water is flowing through a pipe having diameter 300 mm and 200 mm at the bottom and upper end respectively. If the intensity of pressure at the bottom end is 24.525 Newton per centimeter square and the pressure at the upper end is 9.81 Newton per centimeter square, determine the difference in datum head if the rate of flow is 40 liter per second. Now this is very clear. He is asking us to calculate difference in datum head. See, Z1, Z2 values are missing. So you need to calculate the difference of both of them. Okay. As usual, let's proceed with given data. Section 1, D1 is 300 mm, so 0.3 meters. Calculate A1 here, or else you'll do it here. Next, P1, 24.525 Newton per centimeter square, means into 10 power 4 Newton per meter square. Just now I told you how this came. D2 is 200 mm, 0.2 meters. P2, again 9.81 into 10 power 4 Newton per meter square. Q is given 40 liter per second, so 40 by 1000, 0.04 meter cube per second. Now let's start off with Q equal to A1 V1. So from here, what is V1 equal to? Q by A1. So 0.04 by A1 is pi by 4 of D1 square, 0.3 square. You got V1 as this much. Similarly, let's do for Q is equal to A2 V2. So from here, V2 is Q by A2. Again, Q is 0.04 by A2 is pi by 4 of D2 square. We got this much. Now you need not do late, just apply Bernoulli's equation at section 1 and 2. P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2. Only values missing are Z1 and Z2. Okay, just substitute all the values here. Then simplify, you will get Z2 minus Z1. Okay, this is how you will get. So this term is this much, this is this much. Just take a calculation and just solve simply. So you'll be getting Z2 minus Z1 as 13.70. Okay, if you calculate Z1 minus Z2, you'll get minus. So difference in datum head can't be negative, right? So hence do Z2 minus Z1. Okay, this is how you need to solve the second model of problem. Now let's go for the third model of problem in Bernoulli's equation, which is very important. Now I'm reading the question. Water is flowing through a tapper pipe of length 100 meters having diameter 600 mm at the upper end and 300 mm at the lower end at the rate of 50 liter per second. The pipe has a slope of 1 in 30. Find the pressure at the lower end if the pressure at the upper end is 19.62 Newton per centimeter square. Perfect. Now this is a tapered pipe, means it's of varying diameter. The length of the pipe is given. He's told the dimensions at upper end and lower end. Okay, fine. Now there is something related to slope given. Okay, so be careful when you're solving such problems. We will assume our pipe to be like this. Okay, remember at the lower end itself will be considered as a datum. Okay, and we will have an upper end obviously. Why? Because it is given slope. Slope means the pipe should be laid with some slope, right? It can't be horizontal, it should be laid with some slope. So assume now our pipe is like this. Okay, so what we will do is we will consider the datum at the lower end only. Okay, we'll assume the pipe is laid with datum line as the reference like this. Okay, so slope of 1 in 30 is given, means it is 1 by 30. I already told you in open channels also, 1 in 30 or 1 is to 30 or 1 by 30 all means the same. And length is given. So how much slope is up to how much length this slope is maintained? For 100 meter length. Okay, right. So length of the pipe L is 100 meters. Diameter of the pipe at upper end is D1 600 mm, which is 0.6 meters. So immediately A1 will be pi by 4 D1 square, this much. Pressure at upper end is given 19.62 Newton per centimeter square, so that will be into 10 power 4 Newton per meter square. Diameter at lower end is given D2 0.3 meters. A2 is pi by 4 D2 square, this much. Q is 50 liter per second by 1000, 0.05. Now as I've told you, let's consider the datum line is passing through the lower end itself, so that Z2 will become 0. Why? Because when the lower, I'm considering all the upper ends to be 1s and all the lower ends to be 2s. So when the lower end itself is a datum, then there is no question of Z2, correct? So Z2 became 0. Slope of 1 in 30, which means Z1 will be 1 by 30 into 100 meters. 1 in 30 means 1 by 30 up to how much length? 100 meters. There only our upper end will finish, correct? Our lower end is at 0. Upper end is up to 100 meters. So 1 by 30 into 100. So it is 10 by 3 meters. This is what you need to remember. Remember, you can consider the reverse also, you can, but always remember one thing, whichever end you are considering it as the datum, that z value will be 0, the other one will be the slope into length. Clear? Again, the remaining process is as usual the same. Q is a1 v1 equal to a2 v2, same again q equal to a1 v1, so from here v1 is q by a1, again q equal to a2 v2, v2 is q by a2. Again apply Bernoulli's equation, just substitute all the values. Only p2 is missing, right? So that's all. It is same as the earlier problem, but only thing is here slope is given. That's what you need to be careful about. Okay. So let's see the last model of problem. This is related to Bernoulli's equation for real fluid. Okay, I'm reading the question. A pipe of diameter 400 meters carries water at a velocity of 25 meters per second. The pressures at the points A and B are as 29.43 Newton per centimeter square and 22.563 Newton per centimeter square respectively. If the datum heads are 28 meters and 30 meters at A and B, find the loss of head between A and B. So it's very clear. Find the loss of head means HL. When does HL will come into action? Yes, when it's a real fluid. So this equation is applicable for real fluid. You need not worry which equation to apply. See the terms like loss of head, then it will be real fluid. Otherwise, it will be ideal fluid. Okay. So here instead of 1 and 2, they gave A and B. So as usual, diameter is common for section A and section B. Okay. So only single diameter is given, 400 mm, which is 0.4 meters. Velocity is also common, which is nothing but VA equal to VB. So 25 meter per second. So pressure at point A, PA is 29.43 Newton per centimeter square, means into 10 power 4 Newton per meter square. ZA is 28 meters. Similarly, PB is given. Similarly, ZB. Now he asked us to calculate, find the total head loss. Means if you remember Bernoulli's equation for real fluids, the equation was P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 equal to P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2 plus HL. What does this P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 means? It is a total energy at section 1 is equal to total energy at section 2 plus HL. So finally what can be HL written as? Total energy at section 1 minus total energy at section 2. So total energy at section 1 is this PA by rho g plus VA square by 2g plus ZA. Just I substituted the values, I got 89.85 meters. Similarly, total energy at B, EB, add all, substitute all the values, you'll get this. Therefore, applying Bernoulli's equation, as I've told you, this is our Bernoulli's equation for real fluid. Since I've calculated this directly, I'll put the value here. Okay. Otherwise, you need not worry. Here only, after writing this big equation, here only you can start substituting and calculate the value of HL. Finish. So HL will come out to be 5 meters. Clear, guys? This is how you need to solve problems related to Bernoulli's equation. So most of the cases you will be getting problems on ideal fluids only, 90% of the cases. That is also related to slope, as I've told you the earlier problem, 1 in 30, 1 in 50 like that. And next is calculation of P2. So the process is all the same, but you have small twist in the question. So be careful. And if you want the notes of this, please click on the description of this video. You'll get a link. You can click the link and download. Okay. Hope you understood. Thank you.